In addition, a lot of you have been hearing the affiliates complaining about a lack of diversity on the news team.
What in the hell's diversity?
Well, I could be wrong. I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Ron, I would be surprised if the affiliates were concerned about the lack of an old wooden ship, but nice try.
All right, so I moved to a new school district, and I'm putting my daughter, Ashley, she starts her freshman year, and I really love the school. It's real progressive. There's a lot of high academics. They teach kids just not only the academics, but to have a social conscience about how important it is to recycle, global warming, all of that. So I'm excited about being there. There's this one problem I noticed, and it's a diversity problem. The school lacks diversity.
Obviously, I'm a member of a minority group, and so is it just natural that I would think about this?
I'm not so naive as to think that, oh, we live in the 21st century, that, you know, diversity is a given. It's not even an issue anymore.
Other cultures are fascinating, and we should be sort of enlightening ourselves and our children.
Okay, we're here with Monica Chavez, Sacramento State alumni. And so, Monica, how do you define diversity?
I would define diversity as someone or something not conforming to the norm and just being able to keep their own differences despite what other people think.
Thank you. And how does diversity enrich the educational experience of students on Sacramento State University campus? Yeah.
I think it helps people's education by preparing them for the outside world. If you are introduced to it at an early age within education, it helps you be prepared to go into the workforce and be able to work well with others despite their differences.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That's all I needed. Okay, this is Kelly Newland. She's a student at ARC. And Kelly, I just wanted to ask you the same questions I asked Monica. How do you define diversity?
I think diversity is as a culture. I think diversity is regards to different upbringings, different values, different beliefs. I think diversity is just, you know, being different.
Thank you. And how does diversity enrich the educational experience of students at ARC?
Well, when you have different cultures and different people who come from different environments, you get to learn different things from those cultures, which basically enrich you.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. This is Vicki Gomez. She is the diversity coordinator at UC Davis. Hello, Vicki Gomez. I just want to ask you a few questions about diversity. So how do you define diversity?
I define diversity quite broadly. Diversity includes everything from gender to age to ethnicity to your cultural background, your geographic location, class. And so in defining diversity, it really includes everyone. It's not just one particular group. And that is one thing, when you look at the broad spectrum of diversity, we can see value in each individual in terms of what they bring to the table based on their diversity. And not just as we think about diversity, we also have to include people's various intersecting identities, because that is also a part of diversity. So for instance, for me, I am an African American female. I'm also educated, and I'm also from San Francisco. So all of that is part of my identity. And all of the intersecting identities are part of my diversity and who make me what I am.
One last question. How does diversity enrich the educational experience of students at UC Davis or in higher education generally?
I think in higher education, particularly on the college campus, having multiple perspectives with regard to diversity is part of what an education is about. Learning and understanding where each person comes from in terms of their experience, their background, their heritage, and whatever else it is that they are bringing to the situation. when we understand that we live in a diverse community, we live in a diverse society, and also if we think globally, the diversity then even expands broadly, even more broadly. And so in the richness of having multiple perspectives, we have the ability to learn from other people, from other cultures, from other orientations, be that the LGBT community, or be that as far as someone from China who is an international student, that now brings another layer of diversity in terms of their experience. So as we think about our society that is increasing in diversity, that having those multiple perspectives helps us to grow, helps us to learn. It also makes things very interesting, and I think it adds another layer to our educational experience in that we can relate to more people, we're able to communicate with more people, and that when we work or learn or live in a diverse place, that we have an understanding and we have a place of connection because we have such a rich environment, and that we have the ability to understand and learn, and we have all these different ideas and interests and perspectives, so that we are able to, I think we're so much better for that in terms of how we understand each other and how we build or create within our society and how we learn and live together.
Thank you. I really appreciate you doing this very candid interview for me, and you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
So we know that I'm not the most politically correct person, so don't take this offensively. I don't mean it towards any of my friends. I mean it towards random people that I don't even know in the library. So, you guys are not the problem. The problem is these hordes of Asian people that UCLA accepts into our school every single year, which is fine. But if you're going to come to UCLA, then use American manners. It's seriously without fail. You will always see old Asian people running around this apartment complex every weekend. That's what they do. They don't teach their kids to fend for themselves. You know what they don't also teach them is their manners, which brings me to my next point. Hi. In America, we do not talk on our cell phones in the library. Where every 5 minutes, I will be, okay, not 5 minutes, say like 15 minutes. I'll be like deep into my studying, into my political science theories and arguments and all that stuff, getting it all down, like typing away furiously, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, when I'm about to like reach an epiphany, over here from somewhere, oh, Ching Chong Ling Long Ting Tong. Oh. Are you freaking kidding me? In the middle of finals.
Imagine walking into school knowing you'll be discriminated against because of race, religion, sexual orientation, gender, age, national origin, or disability.
Imagine what it would be like if we were all the same.
So who knows the answer to this one? Yes. 56. No.
According to the American Council on Education, as the population of the United States becomes more diverse, it is critical that college campuses reflect that diversity. Colleges with diverse student bodies and policies provide the first opportunity for many students to learn from peers with different cultures, values, and experiences. Many colleges and universities share a common belief that diversity in their student bodies, faculties, and staff is vital to providing a quality education.